Good time crew, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. This is rapper JD.
Welcome back
the ones and twos.
to the humble abode. We welcome you back to Staci and Justy's channel where we sit back and watch funny comedians talk about things and in another word it rhymes that I'm not gonna say. Okay. Okay, guys, what's going on? If you didn't know, we do like reactions and stuff, and so this is like one of those. So if you're here,
and we have fun, and you're the Good Time Crew, and so are we. So we're like the Good Time Crew together. Yes.
All right, crew. This is what we do. All right, so today we got Ralphie May, Too Big to Ignore. I guess it's the comedy special, $97 salad. Goodness gracious, I would walk out if I was at a restaurant and they said $97 for a salad. Nah. I'll go outside and pick some grass on me.
I just don't know what to expect from this one.
Well, let's find out. I'm guessing he's upset about the price. Rest in peace.
I was doing this joke in Orange County, California, about a month and a half ago. And when I did it, a white lady stood up and said, "We have to get rid of all those Mexicans. They're ruining our country." And I was just amazed at her racism, you know. And it's weird coming from somebody from the South, you know. You'd expect I'd have heard outbursts like that before in my life. But in the South, you know, I mean, I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, raised up in a little town in Arkansas called Clarksville, and moved to Texas when I was 18. I mean, I'm Southern as it gets, okay? And I've never heard racial bile spilled like this. At least in the South, we have the good graces and the decorum to whisper our racial slurs, you know? And you don't know this about me, but I grew up spending my summers in a little town even smaller than my hometown in South Arkansas called Delight, okay? And it's where my grandfather, A.D. May, had his farm. And it was a beef cattle farm, and in his older age, didn't have that big a herd, but he thought that the neighbors were taking cattle and replacing the tags. And so he went back to branding, old school branding. And my brother, being nearly 6 years my senior, had no problem flipping these cattle on their ass, and my grandfather, he'd hold them down and lay that brand on them. Me, I was a dumpy 11-year-old that I held on. That's all I did, okay? I held on, and hopefully the cow would trip over my dumpy ass, okay, and fall down. But that day was a hard day for me. I got beat up by cattle, okay? I mean, beat the hell, drugged through cow flop, hot cow crap. I mean, hot. Way warm. What, you think cold is bad? Cold's not nearly as bad as hot. Hot is way worse. Pee, everything, and got kicked in the goddamn head I don't know how many times, all right? By the way, after a day like that, when your grandfather has to hose you off in the yard before you can even come into the house, okay, all right? Nothing tastes better than a cheeseburger because you're angry as hell. Okay, son of a bitch, cow. All right? But my grandfather taught me how to drag them down. What you got to do is let them run past you a little bit and then grab either on their ear or the little nubbin horn and push down. And when that turns their head, you pull their head up like this, and they either have the choice of getting their neck broke or going with you. And their own momentum, if you just fall back, will sling you up on them, and they'll be laying there on the ground. And that's what I had to do to that lady. I had to let that bitch run past me a little bit, then snatch her ass up. So I was like, "Ma'am, I'm with you. Let's get rid of them Mexicans. I'll buy the gas for the bus just as soon as you can tell me who's gonna pick our fruits and vegetables." She goes, "Excuse me? Well, ma'am, see, 99% of our produce comes to market through Latino hands. Without them, we have no fruits or vegetables in our grocery stores." "Not mine. I get mine at Whole Foods." You are adorable. Okay, listen, dummy. They might have hippies out front at the Whole Foods, but everybody doing the real work are the Mexicans out back, okay? But you're right, ma'am. All the Mexicans at Whole Foods are 100% organic, and that's what matters. So then this racist was like, we'll get a machine to do it. And I'm like, well, ma'am, you know, not for nothing. For all of our technology, our satellite phones and TVs and everything, we've never been able to invent a machine that knows which tomato to pick and which one to leave hanging, which grape to cut and which one to leave on the vine. The machine we invented was Mexicans. And they're perfect. They're generally shorter. They're generally shorter of stature. That means they have less. Okay, all right, because I feel it already. People go, that's a dick move, Ralphie. All right. Okay, all right, watch. Okay. I am 5'9.5", okay? Average American male height is 5'8", okay? Watch as I attempt to pick low-lying fruits and vegetables, okay? Watch. See, I had to bring my back to a nearly 90-degree angle. Over the course of the day, that would make for extreme amounts of lower back pain and fatigue, making me a very poor employee, okay? Now, watch as the average Mexican national attempts the same thing. Perfect sense, right? Perfect sense. They're awesome. Then she goes, we'll get white people to do it. And I'm like, man, why do you think the Mexicans are here now? Because we can't get white people to do it, okay? But let's just go with your premise, okay? First of all, are you native Californian? She goes, yes, I am, okay. And is that your son with you? Yes, it is. And I'm like, well, ma'am, that boy is allergic to work, okay? He's never had to work hard, okay? With his cool little Justin Bieber haircut and his flip-flops and his skate park pass, he's adorable. But he's never really worked, okay? He doesn't know hard work, okay? Hard physical labor. He'd last an hour working like a Mexican, okay? If you could even get him out there to do it. You know, he's too busy doing this. Ooh. Okay? All right? That boy is allergic to work, okay? That's all you can say. It's the truth, all right? Plus, you've never known a time without Mexican labor. This is California. A ton of people. California was chock full of Mexicans back when it was called Mexico, okay? That's something we all forget, is that there's a lot of Mexicans that never crossed the border. The border crossed them, all right? They're like, I guess we stay, okay? So I'm like, ma'am, it just doesn't make any sense, you know? You're just dumb, okay? Okay, let's say we could get white people to do it. What would it cost you? $30 an hour to get white people to work like Mexicans? Probably more. And then there's other costs along with it, like free sunblock. How much money are you gonna spend in sunblock with white people? You get somebody as pale as me or this fat guy or that white dude, okay, out there in the field with that much direct light, we'll blow up, okay? Boom! What happened to Bob? He wasn't wearing his damn SPFs. That's what happened to Bob. Changed the sign. 0 days since last accident. Look, you sons of bitches. You either wear your sunblock or you come out here in a beekeeper outfit, okay? I'm not gonna have OSHA crawl out my ass for this crap because you sons of bitches won't wear your goddamn sunblock. You hear me? Plus, white people are lazy. White people, we invented the 3-day weekend. That's how lazy we are. It's the truth. Nobody wants to admit it. How white people are, no, we're not lazy. Ah, come on, stop. Really? Okay, President's Day? Really? Does anyone sit around and wonder about the Taft administration on President's Day? No. Memorial Day? Mexicans don't know about Memorial Day. That's a Monday to a Mexican. That's a work day. We got to work on Monday, make money, all right? Labor Day is the biggest crock of crap of all time. Okay, in honor of everyone that's working, we're not going to. Do you see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. And 4th of July, that's just between the 3rd and the 5th of July for a Mexican, okay? All right, one day for Mexicans, Cinco de Mayo. You better have cold beer on May 5th. But that's one day as opposed to 23 for white people. That's nearly a full month of added productivity you're going to get out of a Mexican national that you can never get out of a white American. Do you understand? Okay, let's put it in basic terms. If white people pick your fruits and vegetables, your salad's going to cost $97. You want a cheeseburger, $3.50. You want pickles on it, $12. Damn. Are those magic pickles? What the hell is going on? And then this white lady goes, I guess we'll get somebody else. And I'm like, who, ma'am? Who? I don't know. I guess black people. And I'm like, I see some black guys about to stand up. Hold on, Playboys. I got this, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? I was like, ma'am, if you think you're getting black people back in the same fields they got out of 150 years ago, you are smoking crack, okay? I hate to break it to you, but you can't get a black man to go into a big backyard and pick a movie, much less a fruit or a vegetable. Am I lying or am I dying? You retarded. You are dumb. Just dumb.
Yeah,
that plastic surgery done gone to your head, bitch.
Oh my God.
Time out. You know what? He has a point. Because I don't, well, you know what? I won't even comment on that. But I would rather not go outside and be picking stuff in the hot sun.
First of all,
in anyone's field.
That laugh had me dying when she said black people. And
He was like, ah! You did the one. that caught me. That struck a nerve because he was like, black people. You saw his face.
Oh, but
Well.
he's right. Okay, that's why black people didn't come up first. Cause y'all know better than
Yeah.
black
Because you
people.
know better than black people. He was like, look, it's not happening. They're not doing it.
Right. If it's even remotely similar.
Well.
Okay.
Well, guys, that was good.
Needless to say, appreciate life and where your food comes from.
Yeah.
Because those people are out there working hard, whoever they may be.
Yeah, whoever it is, they are working hard.
They are out there working hard in the hot sun.
And they're getting the fresh produce to us. And it's good. You know, I love mangoes and pineapples and things like that.
Yes.
So, yeah. Well, guys.
Ralphie May.
What did you think about this? You know, we didn't know what to think. We saw $97. See, the title $97 salad, I was thinking he went to a restaurant and they charged him $97, you know, because he had status.
Yeah.
So he was going to nice restaurants. And,
The salad's $97.
But this is at the cost of inflation. Because of the cost of your workers cost more, you got to charge more on the back end.
And your workers are requiring benefits now.
Benefits, like sunblock, which I don't wear sunblock.
Nah.
I can't remember the last time I actually put sunblock on. I think I might have was a kid. My mom made me
I
put
was
it
gonna
on.
say, yeah, probably like a kid.
Your mom's like, put it on your.
Yeah, just in case. But we're like, Mom, we don't need it.
You don't need it. I go out in the sun. We just lay on the beach for hours, go to sleep
I
on
know.
the beach, wake up, I'm like, oh, okay, it's hot out here,
All
but
right, let's go get something to eat.
let's go get something to eat.
We moisturize with shea butter, okay?
Shea butter is the sunblock. Coconut oil is the sunblock.
Right. The good stuff.
Like, start to cook the skin. You know, put it on a little grease.
That's exactly
Well,
what happens.
Ralphie May, that was good.
Yes.
Hand clap to you.
Hand clap to you.
I feel, you know what? I feel like, I don't know if him and Bill Burr were coming up at the same time or if they were like in the circle.
yeah,
But they
that's-
both have a similar mindset to the way life is.
Yeah.
Like, these are people complaining, but let me tell you why you shouldn't complain.
Exactly. They serve as like the liaison to educate people because their audience is different than us. You know what I mean? And so he's using that opportunity just like Bill Burr does.
Yeah.
To really educate his audience by giving them a new perspective.
Yeah, like saying like, hey, you're complaining about this, but these are the issues that other people deal with, and their issues are like this, and yours are like this.
Right.
When it
And
comes
you
to
have no
things
doubt.
like that.
Exactly.
Like being in the field picking fruit and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And working at, you know, like I don't know, like Starbucks or like a corporation.
Right, I know what you mean.
Executive job.
I kind of want to know that. If you guys know, let us know in the comments. Like, were they coming up around the same time, or is this two different time periods? Like, because obviously we're just discovering these people through YouTube.
Through YouTube,
actually.
yeah. I mean, I've heard of Ralphie May before. I don't. Before we started watching stuff on Bill Burr, I hadn't heard of Bill Burr before.
Yeah.
I've seen him, but didn't know who it was.
No.
Because when I used to watch the Chappelle Show, I did see him on there, but I didn't know it was him.
That's true. Well,
All
let
right.
us know in the comments. But first, question of the
Staci
day.
and Justin's question of the day.
Question of the day.
I almost made it all the way around.
Well, I'm
Fine,
sorry.
I'll come back this way. Question of the day. I know, IKEA, come on, make better chairs. Question of the day. What is the question of the day?
The question of the day was, what is the biggest waste of money in technology right now, in your opinion? Because, you know, like, there's always coming out, like, new stuff is always coming out, and, like, people buy it because they want to be on top of technology. But what is, like, the biggest waste of money right now?
The biggest waste of money in technology right now is new iPhones. I'm sorry, but they don't change enough. They don't change enough. Yeah. I literally have in this house an iPhone 4, 5, 6, 6S, 7, and 8. And I swear they're all the same. Except for the older models. The 8 and the 7 and the 6S are all the same. They're all the same phone.
Yes, I agree with
I don't care what you say. I don't care the camera's better, the memory, the speed. I don't care. They're all the same.
Yeah, I agree to that. I mean, like, all of my phones, I feel like the thing is, after, what do I have, the 8?
Yeah, I think it's 8.
I don't want to go past that because I just don't see the point. I don't want a bigger phone. I don't want that facial recognition thing. I don't want the 3 cameras. I don't care about any of that stuff.
We have a good camera. We don't need 3 cameras.
We don't, no. But yeah, I mean,
so
whatever technology you think is a waste out there. Maybe you don't do iPhones. So what do you do?
So what do you think is the biggest waste in technology? Waste of money in technology today?
Do you think it's AirPods? No, I'm just kidding.
AirPods, kinda.
I actually do think that.
Bluetooth earbuds. Like, they're just little things and things go in your ear and people lose them.
Yeah, but the price, I think, is what makes it ridiculous. Because I'm like, my nephew asked for one and I was like, asked for a pair.
Let's look into it. Yeah, okay, $250. Yeah.
I wish I would.
I wish I would spend $200 on earbuds.
Yeah, whatever.
You can have 15 pair of headphones, my boy.
Yes, for the same price. Get it together. Now I'm playing.
All right, good time crew.
Good time crew.
Another one. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love it. We love you. Leave us a comment. Leave us a like. Don't forget to check us out on social media.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace.